Hello and welcome to Minor Kamoni Enlightenment Show, a show in which we take enlightening excursions into current, contemporary, and pertinent topics. Today, we shall continue on the topic words that Kenyans mispronounce. And even though I talk of words Kenyans mispronounce, I am thinking of all non-native speakers of English who have pronunciation problems. So please join in and enjoy the lesson. Now, right from the onset, let me remind you to not only like this program, but to also subscribe so that you'll be getting notifications of newer, more interesting programs that are on offer. Not only that, I want you to watch this episode right up to the end. It will be of great benefit to you and to me. So please do. Happy watching. For many non-native speakers of English, pronunciation is the bane in their existence, a cause for numerous woes. Inability to pronounce words correctly makes one hesitant to speak. And when he or she does, the listeners are left second guessing what the speaker might have meant. The boon, however, to those who have the problem is that help is at hand. It can be overcome, and here we go. Allow me to try and make a distinction between what is pronunciation and what is an accent. Pronunciation is a simple articulation of a word, producing all the right sounds and laying the rightful stress on the word. But there is more to that than in accent. Accents vary from one region to the other. Here in Kenya, we know that the way people will speak English in the central part of Kenya is not the same way it will be spoken to the north of Kenya or even to the coastal region to the west. But maybe more appropriately, we can say that the accent in England or to the north of England, in fact, north of London, is not the same as the accent to the south of London and by extension to the south of England. It differs, and mostly on pronunciation of words. But not only that, accents can differ even in manner of vocabulary. For example, what is lift to the British is elevator to the Americans. What is the boot of a car is the trunk to the Americans. What is petrol to the British is gasoline or shortened to gas in America. So these are just a few examples of how accent can differ in manner of vocabulary. Accent can also differ in manner of grammar, but that is lesson for another episode. It's also important to note that accent can differ socially. And here we take the example of Britain. The educated people speak the received pronunciation, RP, in Britain. But there is the British monarchy, which, rather conservative in their manner, speak the Queen's English, which makes them sound different from the others. And that is part of accent differing on social account. We shall have time, hopefully, to discuss more and more sociolinguistic in time to come. The point I want to make here now is that there is no right or wrong accent. Look at it this way. English is spoken officially in Kenya, I know, in Uganda, in Nigeria, in Singapore, in India, is spoken officially. It is there in the school system, meaning that English is spoken natively in these countries and in such regions. And the accent that they speak is the right one. Now, the thing that one should avoid is a strong accent, normally as a matter of mother tongue interference, that makes it difficult for the person you are talking to understand what you say. Such people with a strong accent will have to work towards picking up an acceptable accent, a standard acceptable accent that makes the person listen to you understand you. Otherwise, they stand the risk of being misunderstood. And that is what we shall be working on. For now, we shall confine ourselves to received pronunciation and the general American, because these ones are widely acceptable and in man of research, widely researched. But I hope to, very near future, to even talk about the Kenyan accents and try to correct them. Now, all that is needed for one to pick that standard acceptable pronunciation is the knowledge on how to use the organs of speech. And which are these organs of speech? It is the lips, the tongue, the palate, and the throat. And the optics are not hard to understand. And here, some simple exercise just to show precisely what I mean. Let us start with the lips. Try producing the sound produced by the letter L. L. Now, try producing the sound produced by the letter R. R. Here, you will have noted that what is happening is that we are flattening the tongue and placing it on the palate in order to say L, and then rolling the tip and tapping it on the palate in order to produce the L. Say that. How about join me now in saying the letters of the English vowels. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Try to see the position of the tongue. Pick out the vibrations that are taking place on the throat. How about producing some of these consonant sounds? Bo, ko, do, vo, go, ha. That is B, C, D, F, G, H. Those are the first six consonants in the English alphabet. Bo, ko, do, fo, go, ha. And in all this, you'll find it is the position of the tongue and the lips that matter, and the throat is vibrating. Now, there's also the palate. The palate is very useful in producing what we call nasalized sounds. As in as in N, as in M, as in N, and as in NG, ring. Try and do that, and you'll see that it is the palate, the soft palate at the back is allowing air to escape through the nose. The hard palate is also useful to the front of the mouth. It's also useful for it allows air to move freely and supplies a flow so that pressure within the mouth does not close up the nasal passage. Try very quickly saying these words. Chilling. Now try shilling. Just check the position and how the air is escaping. Now, there will be more online courses to improve pronunciation, in which case we'll talk more about these speech organs and how to use them to affect your pronunciation. For now, let's get to the main part of the meal. What we had there is the appetizer. Now we get to the main part of the meal. Words that Kenyans mispronounce. The first one that we do is fatal. 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 We stress that first syllable. But here, what do we hear? Fatal. Fatal. We mispronounce a syllable and place stress on the second syllable. Wrong. How about the word finalize? Finalize. Finalize. Said correctly, stress is on that first syllable. Finalize. Here we say finalize. Finalize. You can see the stress is on the second syllable, which is also mispronounced. Of course, a confusion arising from the word final. People not making that distinction that when you put the suffix at the end, the word becomes finalize. How about geography? Geography. Geography. The Americans may say geography. Geography. Yeah? Stress is on the second syllable in either case. But here, geography. 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 Or geography. Geography. So let's check that. How about the word himself? Himself. Himself. Stress is on the second syllables. Don't say himself. Himself. It's wrong. It's himself. At least, and don't say himself. Himself or herself. Themselves. Don't do that. Don't do that. The word is humorous. Humorous. Here, what you'll hear is humorous. Humorous. In the first pronunciation, you'll see that the stress is on the first syllable. Humorous. Humorous. But here you see humorous. Humorous. The stress is misplaced. And this is a word that if you mispronounce that syllable, you will always misspell it again. How about the word immediately? Immediately. Immediately. Stress is on the second syllable. So don't say immediately. 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 No. It is immediately. How about this one? Importance. 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 The Americans, importance. 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 Here, you might even hear impotence. Impotence, which is completely wrong. How about the word indulge? Indulge. Indulge. The stress is on that second syllable. Here, I have had indulge, indulge, and indulge. Indulge, which is wrong. How about this word? Journalism. Journalism. Note that journalism, stress is on that first syllable. But here, you might hear journalism. Journalism. You can already hear the mispronunciation of that first syllable. It is ja, not ja. And then towards the end, not journalism. The stress is on the first syllable. How about this one? Justice. 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 Stress is on that first syllable. Here we hear justice. Justice. Not to forget, sometimes you may hear justice. Justice. Please let us correct. It is justice. How about this one? Machine. 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 Stress is on the second syllable. You must bring it out. Machine. So it's not machine. Machine. Neither is it machine or machine. It is machine. Machine. There's a long word here which I like. These polysyllabic words, words with many syllables, are very effective in training in pronunciation. So the word is magnanimity. 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 Note the stress is on that third syllable. But here you might say magnanimity. 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 Or the wrong syllabication. It's magnanimity. How about this one? Mechanism. 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 Stress is on that first syllable, so don't say mechanism. Mechanism. You'll hear that again and again. Mechanism. Wrong. Mechanism. How about this one? Mischievous. 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 This is a word that will be mispronounced even sometimes by native speakers of English. And in a way, people put an extra syllable and try to stress it. So mischievous, wrong is simply mischievous. How about this one? It should be a simple word, but there's so much mispronunciations. And the word is model. Model. The Americans may say model. 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 Here what you'll hear is model. So let me point out here now that this belongs to a group of words, a category of words, which have got that EL at the end, that syllable, but the A is not pronounced. Leave it out. So we say chapel, not chapel. Gospel, not gospel. Novel, not novel. Shovel, not shovel. Travel, not travel. Please note that. There is the word mobilize. Mobilize. Here you will see a mobilize. Some people say mobilize, and that is wrong. How about this one? Very common. Mosquito. 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 Here again we create our own syllable because we are reading it. Yeah, and stress it. Mosquito. Mosquito. No, it's mosquito. Mosquito. Stress is on that second syllable. This one is metaphor. 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 The Americans will say metaphor. 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 Yeah. Here you'll see metaphor. Metaphor. Teachers of English, please correct that. How about this one? Nationalism. 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 With the stress on that first syllable. Here, what will you hear? Nationalism. 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 You can see the stress is elsewhere, and that is mispronunciation. Again, let's use as a guideline that it also belongs to a category of words ending with that ism, and our people have got a tendency of creating a sing-song thing at that end syllable, which is wrong. So it is not capitalism, it's capitalism. It's not tribalism, it is tribalism. Symbolism, no, it is symbolism. Professionalism, no, it's professionalism. Please, let's check ourselves. This one, nice and simple, but we don't get it right. News, news, news. That's the British. The Americans simplify it and say news, news. This is the news, yeah? British, news. Here, news. Let's correct that one. Necessitated. Necessitated. Another word with up to 6 syllables. You can use it very well, but don't say necessitated. Necessitated. Stress is on the second syllable, and then you'll get it right. Necessitated. Necessitated. How about this one? Odor. 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 Yeah? Here, what do we say? Odor. Odor. Wrong. Don't say that. The next one is opportunity. 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 Stress is on that syllable. That's the British style. The Americans will say opportunity. 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 Stress is on that syllable, but they'll bring out the R sound also, and towards the beginning put that R. Here, what do we hear? Opportunity. Opportunity. Or opportunity. Opportunity. Let's correct that one. How about this one? You hear it again and again. And the words ombudsman. Ombudsman. Or ombudsman for the Americans. Ombudsman. Stress is on that first syllable. Don't say ombudsman. 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 It's ombudsman. How about this one? Onion. 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 Here, what will you say? Onion. Onion. It's onion. Let's please note that. So there we are. 25 words that we should be able to pronounce better. If you combine this with where I started, we have a number of words now, and I'm certain that our pronunciation is improving gradually. The thing you need to do is to keep listening and watching and practicing. You'll get better. Before I end this program, let me mention Mr. Jeffrey Gatito. He watched a previous episode, agreed that it was enlightening, and then anecdotally went to tell me of an interaction he had with a British lady who did not understand a single word of what he said to her. Well, the remark was followed by a handful of emojis engulfed in laughter that left me guessing that whatever he said, he did so in manner of hyperbole. But the important point for me here is to note that there are those who are out there and they are following, and I want to thank those who have interacted with me and ask you who've watched today, you can use the comment section below to drop me a comment and tell me what you think of this program. If you like it, share with others. If you don't, let me know. If you've got words that you'd like us to include because Kenyans mispronounce them, please include them. What I'm certain is Mr. Gatito, such a keen follower, an ardent listener, is definitely improving in his pronunciation. And the next interaction with that British lady will have him talking in a manner that she is expecting. That is in terms of pronunciation. Of course, the content of what he'll be saying is holy. I leave it to him. But she will understand him. And that is what is important. Let me remind you to like and subscribe so that you get future notification. Bye for now. God bless.